Hello everyone. Let's continue with the basic electronics video lecture sessions. In today's session, I am going to explain about the common base configuration of bipolar junction transistor, the CB configuration of BJT. So we will start with the biasing conditions of any BJT NPN transistor. We all know there are two junctions, one base emitter junction and another that is collector base junction. That means BJT will have two junctions, J1 and J2. According to the junction biasing, we will have the different applications of BJT. If both junctions are biased, in reverse biased, that means transistor will be in cutoff region. So, the region of operation, if it is cut off, then transistor can be used as an open switch. And similarly, if the base emitter junction is forward biased and collector base junction is reverse biased, then the transistor will be in active region. And so that the application of transistor will be as an amplifier. If both junctions are in forward bias condition, that means base emitter junction is forward bias and collector base junction is forward biased, then transistor goes into the saturation. So according to the case 1 and 3, if transistor goes into the cutoff and saturation, then transistor can be used as a switch. In cutoff, it can be used as an open switch, and in saturation region, the transistor can be used as a closed switch. But if input junction is forward bias and output junction is connected in reverse bias condition, then BJT can be used as an amplifier. Actually, we are using these three regions of operation as a switch and as an amplifier applications. Now, dear students, I will explain three configurations of BJT: CE configuration, CB configuration and CC. Among these three configurations, today I am going to explain about the CB configuration. And this CB configuration, that is the common base configuration. According to the common base configuration, we will have to draw the circuit diagram and its input-output characteristics. So look at this. This is the circuit diagram of common base configuration. We have used here the NPN transistor, and I will be explaining the working of CB configuration using NPN BJT. There are three terminals: emitter, base and collector. The base is connected to the ground, that means base is common. And if base is common, then remaining two terminals, emitter and collector, will be input and output respectively. So that we can explain and understand that emitter is input terminal, collector is output terminal and base terminal is common. So we will have two loops, input circuit loop and output circuit loop. So we will have to connect the biasing batteries, external supplies according to the biasing rules. Now dear students, always remember that this is the NPN transistor. So we will connect the first battery, that is VEE, and second battery, that is VCB. VEE must be connected in forward bias and VCB must be connected in reverse bias for proper operation of amplifier application of BJT. Okay, so let's connect the VEE. The positive terminal of battery is connected with the P type of base. So it is forward bias connection. And the VCB must be connected in reverse bias connection. That means the positive battery terminal should be connected with N type of collector. From the circuit diagram, you can understand the collector is of N type semiconductor and it is connected with the positive battery terminal. So it is reverse bias connection. Okay. The remaining terminal of battery is connected with the other terminal of transistor. Again I am repeating that In forward bias, VEE battery positive is connected with the P-type base, and in reverse bias connection, that means VCB positive terminal is connected with the N-type of collector. Thus, this is the proper biasing of CB configuration. Now we will draw the graph of VI characteristics. That means input current versus input voltage, and another graph that is output current versus output voltage. These two graphs will be known as characteristics. Input signal is applied between emitter and base, and output signal will be collected between collector and base. Look at this. This is the input characteristic CB configuration. It is nothing but the plot of input current versus input voltage with constant output voltage. This is the condition to draw the input characteristic. Always we will draw the graph of VI versus II. That means input voltage versus input current VI characteristic, and it is known as base curve. So first of all, we will draw the x-axis, that is input voltage, that is known as VEB. It is measured in volts. Now draw the y-axis, and y-axis, that is input current. And here for common base configuration, what is the input current? That is IE. IE, it is measured in milliampere. This is the graph of input voltage versus input current. So it is known as input characteristic. Now we will keep constant output voltage, and we will draw the relation between VEB and IE. So when we draw the relation between VEB and IE, we will have to assume different values of the constant output voltage. So first of all, I'll select the constant value of output voltage, that is VCB is equal to 20 volt, and then I will vary VEB and we will measure input current. As VEB increases, IE increases. Thus, I will select another value of constant output voltage, that is VCB equal to 10 volt. If we will select the constant output voltage VCB is equal to 10 volt, again we will vary the VEB from 0 onwards, and we will measure the IE and we will note down it, and then we will plot on the graph of VI characteristic. Again we will get the same relationship. As VEB increases, IE increases. So dear students, we have taken the different values of the VCB constant, and we will get the different graphs as an example like this. I have taken the three examples: VCB equal to 20 volt, VCB equal to 10 volt, and VCB equal to 1 volt. From this input characteristic, we can also define the input resistance. The input resistance, according to the definition, it is the ratio of voltage upon current. But for this type of input characteristic, we should take the ratio of change in voltage to the change in current. So RI, input resistance, can be defined like this: delta VB to the delta IE. But the condition is that constant output voltage. So according to this constant output voltage, VCB must be constant, and then we will measure the VBE and IE, and we will plot the values of VBE versus IE on the graph by keeping constant VC. Now let's move towards the output characteristic. The output characteristic for the CB configuration, it is the plot of output current versus output voltage with constant input current. That means the input current is emitter current because base is grounded. If base is considered as common terminal, the input terminal is emitter terminal and output terminal is collector terminal. So according to this, we will draw the graph of output current versus output voltage with the condition constant input current. So we will take the different values of constant input current and we will plot the graph on x-axis and y-axis. So look at this. This is the x-axis, that is the voltage, but it is the output voltage between collector and base. Base is common. So the VCB is x-axis and y-axis is the current, that is output current, and it is denoted by IC. It is measured in milliampere. Now I will be explaining the different values of constant input current. For example, let's take the input current constant equal to 0. That means there is no input current. Now let's continue with the different constant input current values. We will start with the 0 input current so that IE equal to 0. If I will consider the IE equal to 0, even though very small current flows through the circuit diagram at the output. Why? Because of minority charge carriers. If input current is 0, even though as we are increasing the VCB, we are getting the small output current, then it will be due to the minority charge carriers. So this current below I equal to 0 is known as cutoff, and that region is known as cutoff region. So finally, for 0 input current, if we are getting very small minority charge carrier current, that is known as cutoff region. This region is used as a switch, as an open switch ideally. No current flows during open switch application. Okay, fine. Now I'll assume the different values of IE. I will increase IE and then I will keep it constant. So practically, dear students, take another value of IE equal to 1 milliampere, then increase value of VCB and then measure IC. So this is one of the best practical also for drawing the output characteristic of CB configuration. Another student will take the constant input current, that is IE equal to 2 milliampere. Then I will take the IE equal to 3 milliampere. So many graphs I have drawn here, and I will be explaining from the graph is that as IE is going to be changed and constant value of input current is keeping fixed, then we will increase VCB. According to that, the IC will be increased. Initially IC will be increased and then it will become constant. Look at this. These are the different examples of IE 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 milliampere and 5 milliampere. And these are the plots of VCB versus IC. As we will take the one value, fixed value of input current, and then I will increase VCB and we will measure IC. This middle portion is known as active region. This active region of CB configuration output characteristic is always used in amplifier application. That means when the transistor operates in this region of operation, that means active region, always transistor can be used as an amplifier. But the small region, look at this, there is a small region in negative side also for especially common base configuration, and that small region corresponds to negative VCB is known as saturation region. Finally, in cutoff and saturation region, the transistor can be used as a switch, and when the transistor operates in active region, the transistor application will be as an amplifier. Also, we can define the output resistance from the output characteristic of the CB configuration. That is RO, denoted by RO. The output resistance will be also the ratio of output voltage to the output current. What is the output voltage? VCB. And what is the output current? IC, collector current. Okay. So we will have the delta VCB upon delta IC, that is known as output resistance. The condition is that input current is kept constant. Look at this. This is the common base configuration for PNP transistor. This is the circuit diagram for the another type of BJT. We have two types of BJT, NPN and PNP. We have studied the input-output characteristics for CB configuration but of NPN transistor. This is the circuit diagram of CB configuration with PNP transistor. In PNP, the arrow must be inside on ammeter, and only the change is the battery connection externally for biasing rule are reversed. That means VEE and VCB will follow the rules of biasing. So input loop is connected in forward biasing, VEE should be forward biased and VCB must be reverse biased. If VEE positive terminal is connected to P-type ammeter, so it is forward biased, and if VCB is connected with collector, negative terminal of VCB is connected with P-type of collector, so again it is the reverse bias connection. So according to this connection, we can also draw the input and output characteristics same as NPN transistor. CB amplifier is used as a pre-amplifier circuit in most of the electronic circuit diagrams. Always remember few current gain formulas for all configurations of BJT, like definition of current gain is the ratio of output current to the input current, and according to this definition we can define there are three current gains of CE, CB and CC configurations. In today's session we have studied about the CB configurations, and that is current gain is denoted by alpha. CE configuration current gain is defined by beta, and similarly CC current gain is denoted by gamma. For common base configuration, alpha is the current gain IC upon IE, because IC is the output current and IE is the input current, as base is common. So we will have the ratio of output to the input current IC upon IE. Similarly for common ammeter, the beta is defined like this, IC upon IB, because ammeter is common. And for common collector configuration, we will study about the gamma definition, that is IE upon IB. The collector terminal will be common. Especially for common base, alpha is defined is equal to IC upon IE. IC is the output current and IE is the input current. So always remember the standard formula, IE equal to IB plus IC, and the current gain, that is the ratio of output current to the input current. That's all about today's session. See you in next session. Thank you very much.